guys, it's Theresaa and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I apologize for the loud as hell chirping birds in the background. You guys are probably going to hear that throughout the whole video because it's currently pretty early in the morning. From my previous video, you guys know that I'm currently doing online university, and I'm pretty sure all universities at the moment are currently online as well. So in today's video, I thought I'd share some survival tips on doing online university / college. I know majority of my subscribers are also heading into uni, or you guys are currently at uni studying. I feel like it's definitely a hard time for a lot of us at the moment, and especially doing university online, you really got to stay motivated. I'm going to share with you guys some things that are currently working for me. So the most important tip is staying organized and planning ahead. What I highly recommend is getting a planner, getting a diary, and writing down all your assessment and important dates for the whole semester, because I feel like with online university it's really easy to forget like what assessments you have due. I feel like doing online university, it's really hard to keep on track with all your assessments, because usually when you go uni you have classes every week and they're constantly reminding you you have this assessment in week 7, blah blah. What I also like to do in my planner is the week before something is due, I also write in 1 week until assignment, media, blah blah is due. My next tip is with online tutorials. Make sure you guys log in before it actually starts. So I think a lot of universities are doing like Skype calls or like using Zoom, and also be prepared for that class as well in regards to doing your readings, watching your lectures. You really want to go into the class knowing what the week is about. This is pretty much the only time you're talking to your tutor unless you like email them. So I feel like it's really important to utilize your tutorial classes to ask them about like assessments or whatever questions you have. Tip number 3 is do your readings every single week. I know with my degree there are a lot of readings. I know some degrees aren't as heavy content as others, but with my degree it's really important to do your readings, because most of our assessments are based off our readings. It's so important to keep updated every single week with your readings, because I know for me, if I fall behind 1 week, the next week I'm really crammed. Readings can be pretty boring, so you really want to space them out every week. For those that don't know what I'm studying, I'm currently studying media, PR and advertising, and it's really important for me to write notes of my readings as well, or at least like highlight. The next tip is watching and listening to your lecture recordings. I know with me, I find it so unmotivating listening to lecture recordings. That's why at the beginning of the semester I always went to all my lectures, or majority of my lectures, and I feel like when you're sitting in a lecture room you're sort of forced to focus. This is definitely a challenge for me, like listening to lectures online. However, my main tip is to give yourself breaks. So for example, most of my lectures go for 2 hours, and I know my attention span is definitely not for 2 hours. So usually every like 40 minutes to an hour I would give myself a break. I would walk away from my laptop, I'd go take a walk, go eat, get a snack. And those are things that definitely help me when watching a lecture recording. I also think it's really important to watch lecture recordings, because usually this is when your lecturer tells you about the assessments you have, and they sort of give you like tips and ideas on what your assignment is about. So for example, with my degree there are a lot of essays, and yesterday I was listening to that lecture recording and the lecturer was pretty much telling us what he wanted in the essay. So very important to listen to your lecture recordings. Now moving on to group assignments. I know this semester I did have a few group assessments, and I was really confused on how they were going to make it all online. So majority of my assessments, they changed it around a bit, but it's still group assessments. Also, I feel like with group assignments with online university, it's a bit hard as well, because you don't get to see your group members every week. So it's really important to make like a group chat and a Google Docs where you guys are constantly communicating, and also set a time and a date where you guys are all free to make a group phone call. So that's what I did yesterday. I messaged both of my group chats and I was like, hey guys, our assessment is due in week blah blah. The next thing I want to talk about is online discussion forums. So discussion forums are pretty much just like an online tutorial where you have to participate and contribute. For one of my units, there's a discussion forum, and we have to contribute to that at least twice in the week. So we have to write 200 to 500 words, either replying back to someone else's discussion or replying back to the question the tutor left for us. Yeah, it's really important to keep an eye out on the discussion forums, because this is pretty much where everyone shares the ideas, and you can definitely use these ideas in your final assessments as well. Okay, on to my next tip, and one that I think is really important, is always checking your uni emails. I usually check mine in the morning, and I also check mine before bed as well. So just to keep updated with all the important information and just to stay in the loop. It's a good way to keep updated with all the changes that are happening. I know with UNSW moving to online classes, there were a lot of emails that I went through, and it's important emails as well. My next tip is to start your assignments early, because you want to give yourself some time to know what the assignment is about and also understand what it's asking of you. And if you start your assignments early, you will probably have questions early on, and it's very important that you ask them early on rather than the week that it's due. I know I mentioned this a little earlier, but stay on top of your work every single week. It's so easy to fall behind. Don't tell yourself that you'll do it tomorrow or you'll do it in a couple of days. I highly recommend just doing it when it comes out, just so you don't forget, and also get in a weekly routine as well. So for example, I know that I have online lectures on Tuesday morning, so every Tuesday morning I will have the same routine. Pretty much how I keep updated every single week is assigning a day to a unit, and I would repeat that every single week, just so you sort of have the same routine. Definitely find a routine that works for you. Don't get too stressed out if you can't find your rhythm straight away, but you will definitely pick up on it. My last tip for surviving online university is having fun. This is definitely an opportunity for you to learn more about yourself, and it's also a time where you can improve on your time management skills and your independent skills as well. Those are my tips for surviving online university. I'm currently in the same boat myself, and there are days where I am a little stressed out more than others, but you just gotta think of the bigger picture and take this as a positive experience to grow. So I'm gonna leave it here and end this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and got something out of it. And also, if you're new to my channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and join the family, and I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye guys!